Hi, I'm Mom.
And I'm Dad.
And he's 4 and I'm Sarah.
And welcome to For Sarah. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Happy Juneteenth. As you know, today is June 19th, 2021. The Biden administration has officially named Juneteenth a holiday.
This is the flag.
And that is the flag. So let's do some quick background on Juneteenth.
Did I roll this up?
You can lay it down right here. You don't have to roll it up because we're going to need it. Okay.
Bam.
There we go. Awesome possum.
Can we bring it to the cemetery?
Yes, we can bring it to the cemetery with us today.
I'm going to put it next to one of our grandparents' grave.
Well, we need that to come home with us because we use it. You need to come closer because you're not in front. There we go. Shoulders down. That works too. Here, why don't you guys lift up a little bit so we can see your Juneteenth shirts. Someone stand up.
I'll do it. For a minute.
Closer. Closer, please. Juneteenth, the noun, a celebration of freedom. The anniversary of June 19th, 1865. The day slaves in Texas learned they were free from Dalton Public Library District because we participate at Dalton Public Library and all their awesome programs that they had going during the pandemic. So, Juneteenth. So, just a little bit of background. The Emancipation Proclamation. Can someone tell me about the Emancipation Proclamation? What did it do?
It freed slaves.
It freed the slaves. And who was the president during that time? Abraham Lincoln. So, actually, in 1862 is when the Emancipation Proclamation was announced that Lincoln would issue that.
I'm going to go put this up.
No, you could just set it to the side. And in January 1st, 1863, January 1st, 1863, is when it was official that slavery was abolished in these United States of America. That's all 50 states. All enslaved people were free.
50.
Yes, for our
If
50
I
stars.
draw the flag of America, instead of drawing the 50 stars, I would just write 50 right there.
You just put 50?
Yeah, I don't want to.
You want to draw all of them? So, can someone tell me if enslaved people, slaves, were freed on January 1st, 1863 through the Emancipation Proclamation? What happened on June 19th, 1865? How many years later was that?
2 years.
2 years later. So what happened 2 years later?
2 years later, Major General Gordon Granger told 250,000 plus slaves they were free.
But they were freed. They had already been free for 2 years. Hey, Amy.
They didn't know.
Cousin Amy said hi.
Hi, Amy. Hi.
So they were freed already. But the but in Texas, which was a Confederate state in the South, we know that they wanted slavery. They wanted the institution of slavery to continue so they can make money off of slave labor, which is morally wrong. And it is against our faith, our religious beliefs. And even if you don't have a religious belief, you should know that slavery is wrong. Come together, Leland, you're not in frame again. So, it's fine. So, it took Major General Gordon Granger to come to Galveston, Texas to tell, 2 years, to tell people who were already made free 2 years prior that indeed they were free.
They didn't know.
No, they did not. And for about 150 years, former slaves and their descendants celebrated Juneteenth. That's why if you see people wearing or have flags or shirts saying free-ish,
Free-ish.
that's what they mean.
Free-ish.
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 Is that your British accent? How do you say it? British. Say it.
Free-ish.
With your British accent? You are your father's child. So, they celebrated it in secret to avoid hate groups because they were still being persecuted for being black. So, let's talk about this flag. The flag was created by Ben Hayes. He's the founder of the National Juneteenth Celebration. Is the foundation. And in 1997, he created a flag for Juneteenth. 3 years later, an artist, Lisa Graff, revised it. And then in 2007, that's not on my board, in 2007, the date of June 19th, 1865 was added to the bottom of the flag. Hold it up, please. So this is a historical flag, but this is not the 2007 edition, which has the date. Now, can someone tell me, what does that star mean?
The star means...
What does the star represent? Hold it up, point to the star.
The star means the lone state in Texas.
The lone state of Texas.
Because Texas is a single state.
It is a single state. It's called the Lone Star State, and that's where Major General Granger went to tell the slaves they were free on Juneteenth. Can someone tell me what that other interesting star around it? What is that?
The burst.
The burst. And some people refer to it as a nova, meaning a new star. So what do you think the burst represent? If it's a new star, it means a new what?
A new beginning, I think. I don't know.
It's a new beginning. What do you think, Lonnie? Yes, it's the new beginning. So that meant that slaves, former slaves, and their descendants had a new start. They weren't slaves anymore. They could be their own person for once in history. Amy said your accent is funny. Do it again.
Freakish.
Okay.
Freakish.
Now there's something called the arc on there. Lonnie, can you point out the arc?
Yes.
What's the arc?
The arc is the red thingy and the blue thingy.
It's where they meet.
As we imagine it, the red is the red sandy desert, and then the sky is blue like a sunrise. Or you could imagine the red as the sun rising up on our earth.
Okay. I like that analogy. Very good, Leland. So it represents a horizon. So when we see the sun coming up, we know that we have a new day. Thank God we've been blessed with a new day. So that's our horizon. And it means new opportunities and promises because it's a new day. When we're blessed to wake up in the morning, that's a new day. Just like on wrestling, it's a new day. Yes, it is. Yeah, we like our WWE.
I don't know WWE.
I know.
I'm gonna go look in the mirror because I feel like I have something in my eye.
Okay, go ahead. So that's our new opportunities, our new promises. Lonnie, can you tell me something about the colors? What are the colors of the Juneteenth flag?
The colors of the Juneteenth flag, as you can see, are red, white, and blue, like the American flag, to remind the black people that they lived in America.
Not that they lived in America, that they are what?
American.
That's right, to remind slave and descendants that they are American. Someone else has joined. I don't know who. I can't see. Post a comment, whoever you are, so I can acknowledge you. They are free. They are Americans. So if you ever hear someone saying that Juneteenth, that's not American. Yes, it is. It is American. It is patriotic. And I feel for all the right reasons. We're going through a period in American history, this is 2021, where a lot of hate groups, a lot of hate speech, particularly against people of color, has finally come into the light and is trying, we're trying to be understood. And of course, there are people out there who have never heard of some of these traditions and things that have happened, bless you, to people of color. And it's very enlightening. And I just want to say to people who have never heard of that, and this is the first time you're hearing it, bless you, you haven't heard of it because it has been omitted from school books. The Tulsa massacre, Tulsa, Oklahoma, omitted. And our book about the civil, yes, yeah, but, oh no, you don't have to get it because I'm going to have to peek through there. It's our Black Heroes book. There are books that describe what happened with our Black heroes and why we don't know their names. Some of them, this is a good book. Burke Davis, Black Heroes of the American Revolution. Yeah. Some people don't know these names because their names were omitted. Or they just weren't given one. Some people are learning about the Tuskegee Airmen for the first time. And how people during World War I, Black people, were not given recognition. If they receive medals of honor, they weren't given directly at the time during the war, after the war. Years later, were they presented with it? Yes, they were. There were people, go back to the American Revolution, who fought for America. World War I, who fought for America and were not treated equally. They were not given their pensions from being in the military. Even though they were skilled, they went into the military and they were forced to do janitorial work. They were forced to do just regular labor, even though they were skilled. But they did it because they believed in America. They wanted to make things better for themselves and for
Others?
Yes, for other people, for their people. And time again in American history, we have seen where the contributions of African Americans have been omitted. They're not taught. They're not included in the school books, which is why I'm very happy to homeschool my 4 and my Sarah. Hold up your flags. I'm losing them, you guys. You see I'm losing them. Because we can find these books, these truths. And historians have looked this up. Look it up, people. Look it up. And find out for yourself. But this is a patriotic holiday. I'm very happy. I would not have thought that this would happen in my lifetime. How about that? Oh, and the last holiday, the last new holiday before this was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That was it.
His birthday?
Yeah, and now this one. So now we have our Juneteenth, and you guys have a blessed Juneteenth. Learn more about our history as a total. We need to fight for our history as a total, not part of it. And this is For Sarah signing off.
Bye. Bye.
And after this, we're going to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing, because that's how happy I feel today. Love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay prayerful. Treat each other with respect.